Something's drawing me closer.
Hey, so I've got something weird here on the radio. I think it's RDA. I'm hearing chatter. They're looking for something. Are you safe right now?
I think so. I'm at an old RDA site, but it's abandoned. Complete.
They're talking about a crash. Something about flight data? It sounds like an RDA aircraft was carrying something, and they want to find it.
Sounds like a chance for us to find it first.
Hang on. One of them said they're going to check out old sites for active terminals. Do you hear anyone?
I was just passing by. I didn't mean to disturb.
Disturb? Did you hear that, Iwafi? Do you think you can disturb the wind? Or tell the breeze which way to blow? He is not disturbed by the likes of you and me.
He's far from the others. He's a wanderer?
Most Zakru follow the currents of the herd. But there are a few, like Iwafi, preferring to set their own course. Little gusts, I say. They blow their own way. Even so, they like to feel pretty, as all Zakru do. Would you like to try? Berries make for good paint. And Iwafi will enjoy being decorated by a Sarentu. He's bored of me, I think.
Hope these work. Here you go. I hope you like it.
Oh, such a beautiful creature.
Beautiful. See how our father smiles. He feels very pretty now, I think. Not many Zakru wander with wings, but those that do wander, they deserve to be cared for too. Do they know?
Yes.
Show Iwafi behaviors. If you find others, you may help them feel beautiful as well. And say hello for me.
Oh wait, I've already beaten that. It says it's up there.
need your help. I think Kin should compete. Yes? He could teach us all a thing or two.
This is what life was like before the Sky People came. The clans together, free people, free air.
But is air not always free?
Talan told me the Sky People imprison even that. In metal jars. That boy has such strange stories.
Strange maybe, but true. You said you had a story yourself. About the murals?
Of course. See this one? It is receiving new color now to help keep its story alive.
And we will share the story. But first, let us get into the storytelling mood. There are other murals. 3 of them. Nearby, yes?
Indeed. If memory serves.
You mean, you don't know?
Now, child, you would not judge an old man's fate in memory. I believe there was one on the edge of the Stone Rapids, a second overlooking a valley in the Prism Fields, and perhaps a third, tucked away in a cave in the open grasslands.
You find them. We can then follow. No more wandering. And no straining Kin's tired legs.
These legs still dance, but yes, a fine suggestion. I saw them long ago and would enjoy seeing them again. Return to us when you have stories and directions to share.
Oh. Okay.
A wanderer.
Where? Hello, wanderer.
There you go.
Oh, magnificent creatures.
Hope you like it.
That dire horse just kept running from me.
Fear is fast, but grief. I'm glad to see you are taking part in the great games, Ma'ela. The finest warriors and riders are all here. At last. It has been too long.
I'm glad to be here, like the Sarentu before me.
And there is nobody better among you.
Will you compete as well?
I always thought my first games would be with Zombi.
Are these challenges on Ikran?
No, not these ones. It is just too soon for me. My spirit is not yet ready to soar without her. But next time, you will see nothing but my heels.
I look forward to it.
As a boy, I would ask the Elder Hunters to tell me stories of each challenge over and over until I knew them all by heart.
That's
Head to the
sour!
cluster of stone pillars and prepare for a treacherous climb with only the wind to catch you.
Ah. So, I can't call for my Ikran?
If you do, you will surrender the race. The real trick is never falling. I will meet you at the first challenge.
A Another wanderer?
Hello, beauty.
It's nice, right? Looks good on you. Hey, Alex. Did the Resistance set up field labs in this part of the plains? I think I found one.
Yes, offline too, I bet. Just like the others. Are you terribly busy?
Don't worry, Alex. I'll use Sid to power them up.
Fantastic. If you have any trouble, scan the floor and walls. Sid should locate the power system easily. It would be wonderful to have active ecological and biological data from this region.
Hey, Alex? I think the field lab is online.
It looks like it from my end, too. I should be able to call the terminal there from my tablet. Can you check if the call comes through?
Hey, Alex? Can you hear me?
Perfect reception. Now, before you go, I'd love to make full use of having these field labs online again.
If I see more, I'll power them up.
Not just that. I mean, yes, of course. That's wonderful. But I have a little something I'd like to try.
Sounds like trouble.
You see, the plains are so vast. Our field labs are few and far between. I'd like to set up some research points between the field labs so our teams can explore the local diversity with greater ease. Even observe the culture of the great games, from a respectful distance, of course.
The Zeswa know your allies. They invited you here, after all.
Yes, well, we'll avoid placing too many machines about. Don't want them to get the wrong idea. But a little help getting started would be wonderful. Leave what you can at the field lab, and we'll put it to good use. Alex out.
Hey, Alex. I think I found one of your research points. It looks great.
You think so? I do hope the Zesma won't mind. The biodiversity in this part of the plains is startling. Similarities with the rest of the region, of course, and yet there's a raw beauty here. Life blooms brightly against the odds. Freshly embittered, fiercely wonderful. A contradiction at every turn.
Sounds like your research is going... well? I'll see about helping you set up more points.
Now that would be marvelous.
You have come to see the murals as well?
This one seems a little...
Covered, yes. I am still catching my breath, trying to raise no into these.
Let me see what I can do. This one is beautiful. Do you know its story?
As told by my father, who you might also run into here. At these games, the ground shook and tore apart, ruining the track for the foot race. But the contestants, they decided to run the course anyway. Only now it was jumping, rolling, climbing, so much more exciting. But it was dangerous too. And Nanahe fell into a fresh crevice and broke their leg. The others, they stopped to help them up, and together carried them to the finish line.
That was nice. So they won not as individuals, but united instead.
Oh, that's a good moral.
Nella, the murals. They act like keys to these old events. Symbols of the past games. Another wandering Zakru.
Wait, this is the fourth.
Bringing the souls of the ancestors into the world. It's a little bit like our totems, I think.
Connections to the past.
Oh, the other. Such a beautiful.
What do you think of this color? Perfect.
It basically gives me more health. Okay. keep forgetting that we are actually on a moon instead of a planet. Shocks. It's kind of shocking, but it's kind of cool. Wonder what the planet's like. The sky, people. Oh.
Mural overlooking a valley in the prison fields.
What mischief is there under the cover?
Ah, I thought it might be Fayu joining me. We are seeking out the murals together, along with his daughter.
This one is about water?
Indeed, these games saw particularly heavy rain. A river overflowed into the valley meant to host a dire horse race. Once everything had settled, an adventurous Sarentu jumped into the water and, encouraging others to join, swam the whole course. So they had the race, though the riders had become swimmers. There is no stopping the clans, not with clever minds around.
Adapting and still having their fun. Sounds like the Sarentu way. Nella, I was thinking about what you said, about the murals and the totems being alike. We've talked about creating new rituals before, new connections.
And some with names. But it sounds like you have something in mind.
Yes, I do. I just... I don't know what it is yet.
You've had good instincts for these before. Just let them guide you.
You like it?
You have a soft step.
Sorry, I didn't mean to surprise you. So, this one is very colorful.
As is the tale, one I need to teach my student Niwin. See, a Slotsial flew off with the tent of the Aranahe Olo Ektan. Its recovery became an open challenge. Many went out, but it was 3 who were first to the nest. The Aranahe and Zeswa got into a great argument over how to retrieve the tent. The noise of their discord was such that it allowed the Kamet Tire to sneak past the Slotsial and run off with the tent. It was perhaps not the kind of unity we strive for, but you must admit, everyone did play a part.
True. They never saw it coming.
Hey, Nella, our connection. I think I have it. The murals are a physical link to the past, but they are fixed, while we roam and wander. I'm thinking of something we can carry or wear instead, to remember our participation in the games.
Like Jin's lucky shirt? With the rugby championship?
Well, yes, a little bit like that.
I, for one, would be happy to see it.
My friend!
Hi.
Did you find your way?
I did.
Yes,
but
I
I
did.
wasn't the only one. Hawaii and Fayu, Niwin too.
Like the restless wind, those three. Never still, exhausting. We can ask them for the way, but you have still earned this final story. See the Tepsion? Splendid, but rarely the show-off. Yet that year, so many swooping and dancing over the camp. A brilliant display. They caught the imagination of one in particular, a dance fighter of our clan. He brought what he had seen up in the sky down to the match. A new style full of sudden ducks and weaves, and he was victorious. You can still see this style used today.
As usual, Kin leaves out the best part. That champion was the father of his father's father. It seems this seed floated far from the Lingane.
You would rather I spend my time in the ring instead of the cheese tent?
Never. You are as much a champion as he was, but your victories are far tastier.
Okay. That was thank you. Okay, so I believe